All right. Hi, everyone. This is Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess, and I'm here to do a coding tutorial, and I have just a few updates. Okay. Oh, my device. Whoops. Give me one second. Let me just go ahead and find my device real quick. Oh no. All right, you all. So let's go ahead and get situated. All right. Okay. Sorry about that and mess going on. So I wanted to go ahead and do this coding tutorial for you guys today. I didn't put my headphones on. Oh, UK just went to sleep, so they're not going to be joining us here. All right, you guys. So hi. Hope everyone is well. Happy Monday. I guess it's Monday. Wow. Funny how time flies, right? When you're practicing specific, holidays that really have nothing to do with honor, integrity, community, or Thanksgiving, but more or less just another way to harass animals and bring people to the table. So, anyways, you guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Just a few things with code here, and then just a few updates about federal investigations on YouTube and what's going to be changing. I have a few announcements as well. Some of you guys are not going to want to hear, but they're very necessary given what is currently going on, and a few things for you guys to, ponder on in your head top. So, I just wanted to say that one of the things that I've noticed on my channel is specific packet loss on my computer. And then also, I've noticed something with my device, even despite the fact that you guys know that I have my certificate in IT, as well as cybersecurity, things like that. And I know how to work with different terminals, different coding languages, and all of that before I even stepped into there. And computer science is one of the spaces where you can be self-taught or you can go get a degree, right? So now, one of the things that's currently going on is I have been going through certain things with my computer and documenting certain things and teaching people about what certain things are. And my what's happening with my computer, right, is getting a lot of other people, the support and justice that they need. But I did notice that, and that's okay because I haven't started mine yet. So let them run the gambit, playing with TensorFlow, playing with different websites that the feds are reviewing and watching. Um, that's going to keep on going. But I noticed the packet loss and then skipping in the video. And luckily, I haven't said there hasn't been like the loss of very important information. But there's one video that I'm going to do again. And it's because of what they did with that packet loss. They're specifically putting encoding specific modulation frequencies on my ISP provider, which is illegal, and then my specific subnet on YouTube. So my channel. So some of you guys are going to be experiencing that, and that's where it's coming from, right? I do have a tool for that, but I'm not putting it on the computer because I don't want them in my computer um, harassing me for my files or certain things like that, or trying to figure out how to get my code and trying to figure out how to activate it with kids and rituals, right? Because that's the big thing that everyone's talking about and that everyone saw instantly in their job, right? In their community, etc. That's the secret hand that was working here. So I just want to let you know because of that, right? And this is where we get consequences and exposure. The foster family agencies in the state of California are losing their insurance, so they can no longer work with foster youth. This is something that's going all across the United States, right? And there was a very big immigrant youth housing organization in Texas that got caught red-handed trafficking their youth, right? So these stories are coming out, and it's not because oh, these are just random. It's because of what happened with the virtual reality and stalking and harassing people who are mandated reporters, work in the government, or know certain things or have certain information. So what's happening here now is that there's a bunch of movement in regards to, okay, how do we settle this? And I'm going to be giving you guys a few things in this coding tutorial that's going to go ahead and help you move forward, right? So let's just go ahead and move with that. All right. So, one of the things that is also going on here with this whole computer chaos, packet loss, dramas on the internet is the fact that, something ended up happening that's proving that this is going to be coming to an end. And I saw it on my phone. I wanted to show you, but I'm going to be doing a coding tutorial. So, one of the things that I'm going to go ahead and update you guys on while my phone is loading is what is going on right now with that technology regarding a specific case, especially for DC Metro Police. So something ended up happening where you guys know that somebody got caught playing games. Somebody got caught. He's a serial killer, and because his behavior with white women that were constantly reporting him to the police, his name got put into an investigation immediately. Because myself and other people, we reported a bunch of karmics because they work in social service, criminal justice, etc. They took it upon themselves to, organize beyond just their job and their community, their families, things like that, their countries because of what they saw. You guys have seen this on my channel. I've gotten faxes from random numbers with evidence, people dropping off letters at my house, people mailing me things, emailing me things, right, about this whole situation because that's how serious and egregious it was. And this is one of the ways in which Diddy, Sean Combs, Diddy, this is one of the ways that Diddy has gone to jail because his hand has gotten wrapped up into this with people's kids going missing, um, and playing with women who are working in different organizations. They have husbands or boyfriends, they're married, etc. And they were playing with their official access and causing drama and warfare, and the men were doing it too, but it was mainly the women. So let's go ahead and start there. Okay. So let me just go ahead and pull up one of the things that's going on. And this is for a lot of the men that are coming to my channel. Hi. Thank you. Right. So remember why you're here. Okay. Yes, I'm a classic. I know that, but they don't make them like you anymore. I know. It's gonna be okay. So now one of the things that's going on here is how many cases are getting started because they're playing on YouTube and causing, unnecessary calamity and chaos. A lot. But for the most part, there's just a few things that I saw today that are just gonna let you guys know that, like, it's being handled, period. So it was so funny. I saw this, right? Protocol run. We have to go through that before we talk about some of the other things. Or do I want to talk about the other things, do the protocol run, and then do the coding tutorial? Let me run through some of the things that are going on here with investigations online. So one of the ones that I just have to talk about is with Aki and them, and they're getting caught up badly, and it's because of this following Daisy around and getting caught. And this is bringing up like another round of drama with the different organizations and the different advocates. And then also too, there's somebody that's come to my channel, and this woman, I know her from like my high school days, and she's consistently watched these white families stalking and harassing me and causing drama. Like, yeah, it's just like all over. I was like, what is this? Um, and no, yeah, and she's now seeing what a certain thing was about the whole entire time. So there's something going on with that too. So jinn. In Islam, you all know what the jinn is. And then hold on, I have my other device. Let me go get that one. Right. So then we have that, right? We have jinn. Back to back, we have this. Department of Justice, DSM, Diagnostic Statistic Manual or something like that. It's for psychology, mental health. with all these therapists and social workers running around playing with La Comisi and playing with people's kids and playing with Ice Free. Oh, he didn't want to date me. He's a baby mom. Well, she now he'll be actually busy. Oh, look, he's calling my phone. I didn't call CPS on your child's mother because you wouldn't talk to me for like a few months. What the hell? Oh, they said it was you that did it, though. Oh, my phone died. So I had two that said DOJ, two back to back. That phone died. That's fine. And then here we go with the 313 again. But it's this specific area that I was in with the 313 because there was like a license plate and it said something like out of control that's gonna come out again. I don't remember what it is. This that one's gonna come up in court. I know for a fact it will. Court cases getting settled on YouTube. Another thing regarding Aki and them, they got caught, but some of you guys don't know that JV, not Wild 94.9, JV, he is a DJ. JV was murdered when this virtual reality went up because they were playing with people and playing with let's set up DJs and rappers and stuff like that and play with people's music and play with sound technology and to make off. So they pulled JV's body out of the Pier 39. You guys know that in San Francisco. And I just saw this today because something's getting brewing with them trying to blame a certain person for it. Yeah, Wild 94.9 in the Bay Area. That's like a very popular news station. They call it a St. John's Playhouse. Some of you guys have heard his voice and like, oh, where's this like radio voice? That's St. John. Yeah, he's from the Bay. That's what they went to go play with. Yeah, some people don't know that JV Wild 94.9 that he was murdered. So this is something that's going to come up again. Kendrick and Friends, UIUX or UIX 616 because they're playing with magic. A process ID. Why is this process ID coming up here though? What are you doing on the computer? Yeah, we just keep on getting flagged for this specific device or computer. So I decided to go onto the desktop or the screen to see what's going on here. And I saw this person like making videos. Proof of chaos. What is this? Okay, I think maybe you should stay out of her device. Okay, I'm gonna dismantle your privileges. Right. Yeah, that's getting started. Something else that's getting started. Cases on YouTube. ATF. So, right, and it's this nonsense with Aki and them, and who's giving them all these guns to go play games and to harass people that men making music, minding their own business. The thing here with Aki and what's that? It's not him necessarily. It's Empire Records. The CEO is a Palestinian man. Janet Jackson's baby daddy. He's a Middle Eastern man. Khalees. Some of you guys remember Khalees. Boss said her husband died. um, this is all Aki and them. That's their group, the Middle Easterners. And they went to go and play with, oh, if the blacks want to keep their music or make money with their music, because they play with the Russians, the Arabs and the Russians did it, then they have to get into sex rituals. So this is what Drake's job was to go and recruit them and bring them in and play. He tried to bring in different people and it started a big ass fight. This is how Vaughn got killed. This is why Dirk keeps on going to jail. This is why Papa Smoke got killed. Drakeo the ruler. My car came with umbrellas in it. They all got killed because of this. At the time that this got started with the California endowment, they all got murdered. Ermias, all of them, because of them. So that's the thing about this. That's why this is okay. And it said jinn. So anybody that knows about like Quran, you know, the jinn is basically like the spirit entity, and then they say shaitan is like the ultimate jinn demon, the devil. So then they have like your dean, like your soul light, right? So uh basically this is like one of the things that's coming up in the community that they were playing with jinn like that, playing with magic and stuff like that, and that this is coming up with Quran. So now some of you guys are like wondering, did you grow up Islamic? No, and I'm Igbo because I went to school in Nigeria and stuff like that. I had a lot of Middle Eastern friends, so um I study Bhagavad Gita, things like that. So you guys have seen this. License plate. So not gin, like gin and juice, right? Gin. Right? There's two different gins. There's gin with the J and then the gin with the G before you guys go start playing games. And then Henny. Told you we kept on seeing the alcohol. Henny, but I actually have something here that you guys need to see. And what is this about? It's just basically like the protocol wars because they were playing with so much magic and in the virtual reality that what they're doing is showing up in the binary digital reality. And the most immediate one is numbers, license plates, receipts, phone numbers, etc. So him, right? And then these dishonorable black families, like, oh, we can outdo Hennessy. We have so much. We have this and that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Not all alcohol is the same. Okay, why isn't this strong? How can we make it stronger? What if we just put a little bit of this in it? Oh, come on, that could sell because they're dishonorable. So the alcohol is deactivated. That's one of the big things that's coming up that they're going to war for people with and looking to kidnap people with. Like, oh, we can kidnap him. He didn't really fuck with us. He was in this different sorority. We were in this one. We started a bunch of shit with him. Maybe we could try him and this will be activated. That's what they were doing because the virtual reality came out, and then what's getting taught in regards to this is going to get turned off, and that's going to get turned off, and that's going to get turned off unless you stop. And this is what's going on with the cannabis right now. That why everyone feels empowered to do what they're doing because it came out in the virtual reality. We talked about it for months and months and months, and then this started happening all at once, where they were using the sound technology to rob the cannabis industry. And you guys see what ended up happening with that, right? So here we have GPP again. So now you guys can't deny it. Okay, wow. So GPP is like something you have to install in your computer if you want to run C++ in your terminal, right? So this is one of the things that we're talking about is how do we get on the computer and how do we code this? How do we write? And then this is like all happening, right? So one of the ones that's like, a problem is this AWK2. Yeah, that's the one that's really starting it because isn't that like that's actually a command in Linux? Yeah, it's a command. These are all commands. That's the problem. Like, what do you mean? It's the computer's talking because there's a system that we have now to switch stuff up. So we're gonna do that. RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. No, red, blue, green, the color protocol for the computer. Yeah, that's getting removed too. And people, why isn't my camera processing this quality? Or why is my screen doing this? Or why is my computer doing that? Because remember, they put all of our devices for crypto injection attacks so that we can mine crypto for white supremacists that are using them to like target black and brown children so they can get magical coding powers. So, yeah, say less, right? Yeah, playing with my flower, a bunch of chaos going on. JQZ making Jana once again every step of the way. Your haram becoming Hafiza once again, day by day. And then here we go with the ZMM. Mhm. So there's that. So I just wanted to come and show you guys, like, those are some of the ones that have popped up recently for Protocol Wars, and then some of the stuff that's currently going on in the news with um, kids switched at birth or this Department of Justice, which you guys have seen. I saw that today. That Department of Justice like license plate. And now here we go. Right, investigations being handled on YouTube. Right, right. So you guys know that they've been playing with Stephanie Aisha Curry, and the other day we saw a series of license plates, aka 616, a bunch of stuff, ATP in front of Aisha's store. So Aisha has a store in Oakland. I guess like right by my place. And for her beauty products and stuff like that. Speaking of beauty products, this director of the FBI, he's gonna have to be careful because something's gonna end up happening with, oh, we're just gonna go take everyone's stuff and do this and make this beauty product or that company. And a lot of these females that went to go start their beauty companies, some of you guys are like, why does everyone have a beauty company? Like you have one, Alicia Keys has one, this girl from Stranger Things has one, Kylie Jenner. Where are you guys getting all this stuff? They stole it. So what's happening is it's damaged, the product. It's rotting on people and things like that. And everyone's returning it. They're not making money because they stole it. So it got hit from space. They're trying to figure out how to reverse that. Right. Okay. Yeah. We just didn't know that kidnapping 3-year-olds and like putting them in sex rituals was going to do this. Okay. I just wanted to be powerful, like better than blacks. Right. So that's what they were starting. So this is gonna get somebody set up because now it's gonna end up coming out. I don't know if I should. I think that this deserves its own video because of the way in which Drake is involved in this. Stephanie's involved in this. Shireen is involved in this, and a group of Jamaicans involved in this to disgrace Aisha Curry. But it's because of her dad and what he did in the islands and what he created using light skinned politics. Some of you guys don't know that Aisha. Aisha, it's Aisha. She's very, very Jamaican, very Caribbean. Aisha Curry. So one of the things that's coming out here is that Aisha Curry was no, yeah, getting involved in certain things with her health. Now, I will say this, because of the way in which the virtual reality got out of control, that's how this kid switched at birth came out. So what ended up happening is Aisha Curry does not know that they are using a specific in vitro egg that they injected certain levels of DNA in, right? She does not know that basically that they have like a child that's walking around that is being used as like a petri dish to try to make a new Steph, and then we can take these sperm cells when they mature and make children. So there's like this little boy that being shuffled from here to there, um, with a bunch of white families, a little mixed boy, and that's what they were doing. So one of the things that they're starting now is like how to like play games with different stories that they put into the virtual reality. And one of the stories that they put in is that Aisha got in vitro with Steph's son, Kanan. So, because everyone has noticed that that little boy does not look like Steph. So, this is what they want to go put in the news. Have you guys heard me talking about that? Have you heard me say anything about that? Did you hear me say anything about that messy shit? No. They had it going for weeks that that Aisha got in vitro and her and Steph weren't doing well. Aisha was cheating. Then Aisha went to go get in vitro and then they took the egg and they switched it because there's things that you can do like if you're having sex with somebody, you can go the next day or the day after and they'll play with the turkey baster or something like that or some type of a stimulating injection or treatment, and then you can get pregnant off of that. So that's what they went to go and say that they did, and that somebody from the fertility clinic got murdered. Somebody from the fertility clinic got murdered because they went to go play with some lady that actually paid money for in vitro, and they switched the baby at birth for a white little baby, and this lady's like Asian, so she gave birth to like a little white girl. So now that's what happened, and that's one of the things that's going to be coming out with this whole Dai Li and why there was a murder. Some of you guys are just not finding out about this too. Jasper Wu and Kenneth Wu. Jasper Wu was like a little 2-year-old baby. He got murdered on the freeway. Kenneth Wu, who is Jasper's uncle, the fathers are brothers. They shot his son and put him in a wheelchair for life. He is the CTO for Presidio Medical Center because they were playing like that. So, right, and it has something to do with not Nvidia but AMD computer chips. and metals and oh, Maven Gadgets. Yeah, we do. We have a metal company. A company, Maven Gadgets. Yeah, I can see why they're interested in that. They switch somebody's baby at birth. So no, it has something to do with a different appliance that a lot of us have used. That's a major company. Some of you guys know this company. They have like the best rice cookers and water dispensers. It's like an Asian water dispenser company. I'm like into stuff like that, especially if you guys go to Daiso. Like, come on now, you live in Korea, Tom. You have to be like a connoisseur. So they have like a machine and it's like all digital and stuff. That's the company that their family is in. So I just wanted to let you know that somebody went to go put out an article saying that Stephen Curry's son looks exactly like Warriors coach Stephen Kerr, and they just exposed their hand with who's been putting all these articles out and how are you getting all these articles out? Because that's another thing in the virtual reality. Oh, she saw that the minute we posted it. How do you think I've been getting all this stuff from the news? They're playing in virtual reality. So, right. How do you think I've been getting this in real time to be watching certain cases or murders? So now what's going on here with this is now you guys see, okay, that's why Stefan Aisha kept on coming up. Because I didn't say anything about it. I just said Stefan Aisha are going to come up again. You're going to find out what Drake started. I kept on saying Stefan Aisha is going to come up again. Now you see what's going on with mass death of entertainers. I said Stefan Aisha are going to keep coming up. So now, thank you, Aisha. So now something else is coming out here with being careful, right? Right? Like when your baby daddy's in a certain position, you just have to be careful with the moves that you make, okay? And being around messy people, because some of you guys don't know that Aisha's from Toronto. Drake is also from Toronto. So yeah, controller, like go faster. Mm-mm. Right. So speaking of controller, I didn't tell you guys this, but oh, actually, I did. Let me pull up this article so you guys can come see the photos. They do. They really play in the hospital like that, swapping people's babies and playing it in vitro. That's what they're looking for too. A specific magic from space to populate people's DNA into stem cell eggs. Wow. Yeah. And that's what they're chasing after me for because they think that I'm going to give them something in biotech. Are you guys not paying attention? Oh, okay, right. Because you guys saw the seed editing that I did with the plants. I was constantly talking about it. Right. So that's one of the things that got started. Like, oh, look at this. She grew this though. Pay attention. She grew this and she grew that. Look at the leaf is different. So that's what they think that they're going to get something from me to come and play and edit seeds. And then also to somebody that I helped with their health and went to go tell their doctor, oh, this lady Daisy, she helped me with this. Yeah, like I don't get any of that anymore. And it was for, I don't want to say what it was for, but she went to the doctor. So now let me pull this up here. So I also wanted to remind you that one of the Warriors coaches died to the Russian one. You guys better be careful with this white supremacist bullshit that you're playing with, my brother. Yeah, you guys are so disgusting playing with that little boy like that. And just have like a little baby going from place to place. He doesn't even know where he's from. Right. And something's going to come out too with in vitro with ancestry. Yeah. Because there's something that you're absolutely not going to be able to capture in that scientific process. Thank you. Yeah. Playing games. That's the article. So you guys can go watch it. Yeah. Playing with his daughter, Riley, too. This is another thing, too. They were playing with them in there. Talking about getting octopuses and molesting them and then feeding to them and calamari and family. Like, oh, we don't really eat seafood. And then another thing getting started, targeting Riley, like, oh, Riley's of that age. Oh, she's still a nigger too, but maybe she can get a lucky bastard. Oh, we'll send one of our guys. That'll just keep them quiet. They're not that good looking, anyways. Yeah, just all the drama just because like Pretty Little Black Girls and like setting them up already. That's what they're doing with okay, great. All right, y'all. So perfect. Sorry about that. Again, what I was talking about on my computer packet loss. Oh, but just another thing for them to look into. So just a few things that I just wanted to put down on the table for you all with proof of chaos. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start the coding tutorial in another video because of what's in this video, right? So you guys can go ahead and go off with that. I also wanted to add, we already saw this, 3 students killed in Bay Area Cybertruck crash. Um, Also, San Francisco stand up. I had made mention of London Breed, the former mayor of San Francisco. One of the things that's currently going on here with the former mayor of San Francisco is that she's currently getting wrapped up in like some public corruption nonsense. So they drained a bunch of money, and Public Utilities Commission is going to be one of them too that you need to look into. Yeah, yeah. So that's what they want to do, and so the money is so for they can move money into playing with people and starting stuff last minute. Like, okay, it won't be a full position, but we'll move money here and pay you through here, and then try to make it seem like an official position, trying to like pay for the certain positions that they're going to be able to try to keep in the city. Why? Why are they doing all that? Because they got blacklisted and they're done. So I just wanted to put that out there. I also, this is going to come up again with this data breach that's about to happen. There's going to be another huge data breach. TPM in cybersecurity. TPM is going to come up. Okay. So you guys go ahead and take a break. Get some water, get some juice, go take a walk. We'll be back on around like 5 o'clock. I'm gonna just do a very quick rundown of coding systems and the new systems that we have available to us. And we'll do a chemistry tutorial. And then we will also do I'm gonna do something with we'll do some like coding with chemistry coding. Let's see, we'll play with some like electrochemistry. So just be prepared. We're gonna come back, go ahead and digest this and let people have this. Anything else that I need to add to this? Proof of chaos, what's currently going on? All right. No, that's it. That ATF one is gonna come up in a minute.